Hello and welcome, it's Jennifer here at Peacock-Smith, and today we're going to be making more paper beads. The beads that we're going to be making today are out of words. So either from the pages of a book, either random or something really special. But you will need, as usual, your free pattern, which is the bottom here, this black and pink lined sheet, which you can get from Facebook. The details will be below. So please don't forget to subscribe and join and sign on. You will also need your glue stick, pen, and your beading tool, which if you don't already have one, just go and check out Beads 001 paper bead tool, Peacock-Smith, of course. Okay, so this one's actually quite fun. There are two ways to do this. I'm also going to just pull out another piece from a magazine, actually, that has writing on it. This is quite small and this is relatively big, so they're just a few different options. So we're going to start off with this is not going to be so much measured in terms of the width, but in terms of them being straight. So what we're going to do here, in fact, I'll just start at the middle. Adolf. I don't know that we want Adolf words, so vaguely check your words before you get all carried away. And we're going to cut them between the lines. So this way we're going to do it, the wording is going to run around the bead. So the between the lines doesn't add up with anything, but if you see here, the gap there is much bigger than the gap there. So we need to make sure first that our paper is straight. The gap here is the same as the gap there, and then we can run that line between the lines on the page. This one lands up perfectly with a pink line. The next one, there seem to be about 1/4 of an inch between them. Lining it up again with a pink one. So that's one way we're going to cut it. The other way is this way, where the words run the other way. So we're going to line that up again. And this time we are going to use them, and we're also going to go with, I think, 1/4 inch beads. They just work much nicer. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm going to line up we actually want, so we're not going to use that. We're going to have a couple of 1/4 inch beads going this way. Okay, so I'm going to cut those up. Okay, so this one, the letters are going to go that way, and we're going to cut the end off because we want words on the last bit. Same with this one. These ones, we also want the wording to be right on the end so that it's on the outer part. Often that's a nice word. You can be very, very clever with this and go through your words and line them up exactly. It's only the end one that you want, and you can actually have a sentence that goes around your necklace or your bracelet or whatever it is that you're making. I'm not going to try and be clever at all. So here's my good side, here's my inside. There we go. I love that. I love, love, love that word bead. Not enough glue on the end. I love that word bead. And I reckon it would look really pretty with a little bit of coffee on either end. What do you think? And that's the sideways one. I'll finish the sideways ones for you before we do the other one, and then you can see the difference. Okay, so these ones are going to go the other way. They're actually going to be much smaller. Because the paper's not quite as long going that way around. You can double it. You can do 2 lengths. I'm going to leave it as is because I think it's plenty. The ends often need a little bit more glue by the time we get there. I love that too, with the letters going around the other way. Okay, now to finish these off, you have a couple of alternatives. First of all is you can just leave it as is. I actually think they're just fine as they are. You can do the coffee, which I've done, or you can get some paint. Now you can use black, you can use any colour you like. I use brown. The reason I use brown is because I think it's quite neutral. I think it's softer than using black on the ends. That one's already got coffee on it, so that's got coffee and brown. You can sort of have it a bit sort of mottled and even kind of brushing down a little bit, or you can just stick to the top. Or you can just kind of do a little bit of almost just a gentle wash on it. I'm not going to do the ones I've done coffee on because I think that's already got enough. I'm going to do one side, and in a minute when they're dry, I'll do the other. Let me do a little varnish for you. There we go. I'm going to go and put that in the sun and then make them into a necklace for you.